Hey everyone, it's Mojax here in the DJ City UK lab. Now Korg will be a name that's familiar to pretty much anyone involved with music production, but of course they've also had a foot in the DJ camp for many years. We're going right back to the Kaoss pads, of course, have been in booths around the world. They're pad controllers, that kind of thing, and they've had their own series of mixers. There was the KM Kaoss mixer, the Zero series of mixers. There was even a collaboration with Newmark about 15 years ago. They had two mixers from Newmark with Kaoss pads built in. So Korg do know their way around a DJ booth, and their stuff is always a little bit different and a little bit interesting. So that's good to see. Now what we've got today is the Kaoss DJ. This is an all-in-one controller for Serato DJ Intro or the full Serato DJ. It's entering a very crowded price point, about that $300 mark. So there's a lot of competition from Newmark, Pioneer, Gemini, Reloop, all kinds of brands have got stuff in that kind of price range. So the Korg will need to offer something a bit different if it's going to stand out from the crowd. So let's talk about the hardware first of all. This thing is absolutely tiny. You can see by the scale of my hand on it there, it's just so small. And that's great from a portability point of view. You know, it's about the same width as a 13-inch MacBook Pro or MacBook Air, so you can easily throw this into any kind of laptop bag, record bag, whatever it is you're carrying around with you, and it's just so portable, which is really good. You've got the regular kind of 2-deck controls for Serato DJ Intro and Serato DJ. So you've got the pitch faders, you've got the volume faders for each channel, the crossfader, and the curve is adjustable in the software when you're using it with Serato DJ, the full version. You've got these touch platters on either side. So, you know, you're not going to be doing any kind of full-on hardcore cuts with these, but they're usable, you know, and certainly can get you to the right point in the track to set a cue point or so on. You do that with this touch strip up here. So you've got loop mode, hot cue mode, or just set one cue point there. And it's responsive, it's fast, you know, it's great. The looping we've got, so we can do loop mode, and then we can do an auto loop. We can lengthen or shorten that on either side. If you hold down shift, you've got loop roll as well. So lots of things on that shift button. You know, it can get a little bit hectic if you've not spent some time reading the manual and really worked out how to work this thing properly. You've also, if you take both these lights off, we're into the pitch mode. So we've got an option between scratch mode, which is that one, and when you turn it off, you've got just pitch bend on the wheels, and you can also pitch bend up and down either side of that touch strip as well. Lots and lots going on there. You've got two inputs on the back, which are line level, or one of them can be switched to a mic as well. And so that gives you an option to run stuff in as an external, like a standalone mixer. I'll get to that a bit later, but that's really useful. We've also got a main output on RCA phono connector on the side there, which will just run out line out to a regular mixer or powered speakers, whatever you're going to use. The central section is the Kaoss pad in the middle. Now I can't actually record that in Serato DJ, which is a little bit disappointing, but you know, it's just the way the audio is routed. But you can control the software effects as well, so you can assign those like so, and then the depth is done with the pad itself. And the good news is, in Serato DJ, not Intro, but in DJ, there are post fader effects as well, which I am always pleased to see. That's great. You've got a great little post fade. Fantastic, love that. The EQs themselves are full kill in Serato DJ. So you can take that signal right out. And they've got these little LEDs on there, on the top, which will show you there when they're at 0. They're quite good in terms of visibility, but overall, this thing is black on black on black. I did use this for 4 hours at a bar gig, and whilst it was perfectly usable, it was a little bit too dark in the venue that I was playing. I really couldn't see what was going on very well. If you're going to use this in a darkened booth, you will probably need some kind of lamp or something so you can actually see what's going on. It's just, that colour scheme is pretty much full on dark colour. It's not really that good in the club, but overall, yeah, great. In terms of hardware as well, we've got the mic input on the front on a 6.35 jack. We've also got the headphone output is on a 6.35 jack. That's a disappointment to me. I would have liked to see either both a small and large jack, or probably just a small one really, because this thing is going to be used traveling around and carrying it with you, and it's not always that you're going to remember that large jack adapter to use with your headphones if you're using, you know, just a set of in-ears or something like that. So I would have liked to see the 1/8 inch jack on there as well, would have been nice. Other than that, we've got the browse controls. We can load our tracks quite happily, left and right. And overall, you know, it's a basic little Serato DJ intro controller, and it all works very nicely. I do like the LEDs on the side that we've got there. This is for your level meters. You can choose between having the master on the level or deck 1 and deck 2, and they look really cool in the dark. You know, they do look wicked. Put that back to master again. And there you go, that's it as a Serato DJ controller. Yeah, basic, but does everything you want it to. So this is where the Kaoss DJ starts to really stand out from the crowd. Now, this is in standalone mode now. So we've got the switch on the side, switch to standalone, and this USB cable is plugged into a regular USB power adapter, the sort of thing you would use for your phone, that kind of thing. So this is just running under its own steam, and in this mode it is a standalone mixer. So we've got audio coming into one of the channels on the back, got the crossfader, up fader, the EQs. They're not full kill in this mode, but they do the job still. You've got a high pass, low pass combo filter on each channel. Obviously the pitch faders and the jog wheels and so on don't do anything, but the main highlight of this, of course, is the Kaoss effects in the middle, the Kaoss pad stuff. Now, in Serato DJ mode, you can only assign them to the master, but in this mode, the standalone, you can assign them to either deck. So, just to show you, we've got filters, over 120 different effects and sounds, synth sounds and so on in there. And you can adjust the depth of the effects by holding shift. There's so many, you're really going to have to work out which ones are your favorite and sort of keep those in your memory, because there's too many to just kind of audition on the fly as you're playing in a set. You're going to want to learn a few that you love and make use of those the most. And of course the hold still works, so you can hit the hold button and let go, and it will stay where it is. You've got echoes and delays and all kinds of stuff, and they are post fader in this standalone mode as well. Really, really cool. So you can imagine this thing, obviously in this mode, we could run an input from a mixer send on there and a return out of here. And this is a standalone effects unit for your club setup. So you can run this alongside your regular mixer. This is your effects unit, and you can use it with your mixer. And then you've still got the addition of your portable travel controller for Serato DJ, your backup emergency controller if it all goes wrong with your main DVS setup or something. This is going to do the job. And these effects really are great quality, typical Korg quality on the effects. Love it. There's a reason Kaoss pads have endured for so long in the market, because they do some really cool stuff, and this XY pad way of working is really, really good. Just getting to the synth side of things, let's turn the actual music down. You can change the scale and the root note of the sounds as well. So if you're very musically inclined, you've got a lot of control over this. Just so much going on, and yeah, it really all does sound really nice and fat and just awesome. I don't think really as a beginner controller it's ideal. Some of the functions are a little bit kind of unintuitive to get your head around. If you're all brand new to DJing, it's going to confuse you a little bit perhaps. But if you're an experienced or advanced DJ, you know what you're doing, then this thing is perfect for on the road. So on a train or a plane, on that lap tray, you know, if you're just going to set it up on your desk at your main laptop or your main desktop at home, it's about the same size as an Apple Bluetooth keyboard, that kind of thing. So it's going to sit really well in front of an iMac or something. It's just perfect for that little portable little thing that's going to not get in your way. And you can use it in any kind of situation. You can use it as an effects unit, you can use it as a standalone mixer. It'll get you out of all kind of trouble. If you've got equipment problems and so on with your main rig, you could just hook this up and play off this. It's a really interesting product for that more kind of experienced DJ. So I don't want to discount it as a beginner controller. It is perfectly usable. All the functions that you need are there. But I think for an experienced DJ, this thing has got so much potential for 300 bucks. There's a lot going on there, and I'm really digging it. I've had a great time using it. It's not let me down in any way. Thoroughly recommended, the Korg Kaoss DJ. Cool product. Want to see more from Korg moving forward. Want to see some high-end stuff, please. Come on guys, pull it out of the bag, because if you can do this for 300 bucks, I want to see what you can do for 1,000. Simple as that.